Danny
Right.
Gottlieb.
Yes, hi.
I have a signed picture of you because we have worked together
Okay.
at 1989 when you were playing with Lou Soloff and this picture hangs in my studio.
Oh, thank
And
you.
I tell you, I wouldn't have recognized you anymore.
Really?
Well,
Okay. Because the hair was
The
long.
hair,
and,
and you were like, you looked like a kid. I mean, it was unbelievable when you think how long ago that was,
Yeah.
1989.
Yep.
How did your career really start? I mean, who was the one who took you first?
Well, it's actually way longer than that. I started I went to University of Miami in Florida, 1971 to 75. And Pat Metheny was a student for a few years with me at school, as was Bobby Watson, as was Hiram Bullock, Clifford Carter, many people all at the same time. Carmen Lundy, Curtis Lundy. You know, again, and here Bobby is at this camp, so it's great. He's a friend from the early 70s. So I started there, and Metheny left school in 73 to go teach at Berkeley, and I graduated college 75, and I went on the road with a show with my first touring band was not jazz, it was a 50s rock and roll star named Bobby Rydell. And I used to play, Miami Beach had a lot of shows, so I played there. And that was my first touring gig, and Pat Metheny was like, "What are you doing?" And I said, "Well, I just want to play." And then I eventually moved back to New York, which is where I was from. And in 1976, the very first jazz-oriented touring professional thing was Gary Burton.
Gary Burton, right.
And Metheny was in that band. Bob Moses left, and they needed a drummer, and I was following them around like a kid, like a puppy dog, you know, because I was a friend of Pat's and everything he played. So Gary hired me. He auditioned me, but I was the only one he auditioned because I knew all the songs. So that was the first tour of Europe, and the first recording professionally of jazz I ever did was Gary Burton, 76.
What amazes me is that one cannot say, "Oh, Danny Gottlieb, he plays so and so." You did so many different things.
Well,
it's unbelievable.
You know, I just like music, you know, and I grew up in the 60s, late 60s, and one of my role models as a drummer was Billy Cobham, who is so great that I can spend a little time with him here because he played everything. You know, he was known as a jazz fusion, you know, Mahavishnu, but you can see a video of him with Horace Silver. So, you know, the drummers at that point were, I mean, you know, you think of Buddy Rich, Mel Lewis, they played different styles, but it always sounded
Always
like
the
them.
same.
And not that Billy was also like that too, but a lot of the drummers of my generation, we had to play a lot of different things if we liked it. You know, so I'm growing up listening to Stan Getz and Basie and Hendrix. So you add all that together, and then and one of my earliest albums I liked was Booker T and the MGs. So I get to play with the Blues Brothers with Cropper. So you play what just a different style.
How did you meet your wife?
Okay, well, I was single for a long time, and we met at a percussion convention in California, when neither of us lived in California. I was never even going to go to this thing, and I went, and we just found each other, and it was like a magical thing, and we got married within a year after that. And she was living in Florida, and I was living in New York, and she said, "You want to move to Florida?" Okay, I've got 2 kids, okay. So it became a different, who are both percussionists, although one is now doing more acting, but it's been a magical life, and now we play almost every gig together.
That's beautiful.
If we don't do it, it's really something missing. So really,
I can imagine.
Yeah,
Listen, whatever plans and whatever wishes you have, I wish you all the best.
Thank you
May
so
they
much.
all come true.
Oh, thank you very
Thank
much.
you.
It's a pleasure. And just to say, I've gotten to participate in the Jazzaar a few times over the last 25 years, and again now to do it with Beth this time with such an all-star lineup. I love the fact that Fritz has been able to keep this going.
Right.
For an individual to do a thing for kids for so long. One thing that Beth, my wife, and I do, we play with an actor. We play with Gary Sinise. Remember the Forrest Gump, the guy who lost his legs?
Yeah, right.
He's a bass player.
I didn't know
and a
that.
very good one. He had a band with Mark Feldman, the violin player,
Right.
when they were kids. So now Gary is an award-winning actor, but we have a cover band, 13 people. Tom Bones Malone plays trombone in it, and there's 5 singers. We play a lot of benefit concerts to raise money for wounded soldiers and for the
Right.
troops. It's a fun musical thing, but it makes you want to give back, that band in particular. So this to me, Fritz has been doing this all along. It's a way of helping kids with the top professionals of the world. It's a magical thing, and I'm so proud to be part of it, and Beth is too.
Listen, it has been a pleasure talking to you.
Mike,
Take care.
good to see
Give
you
my
again.
regards to your wife.
Will do.
And keep healthy and swinging.
Thank you much. Great to be here. Thanks, great to see you again. We got to get another picture for the wall. Okay.